Schools.com for sponsoring us here on WOHS and KTC Broadcasting.com. And Little John brings his team up to the line. He's in the shotgun. 2, 3 wide to the right, 1 to the left. Jeffries, the lone running back. Now Lloyd switches into the end as a tight end, and it'll be a handoff to Jeffries. Good hole. He gets about 4, maybe 5.
Yeah, and what he did was a great job as number 50.
Now and good evening, everybody. I was talking to nobody there for a second. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Red Zone channel. I'm Kevin Hastings, along with nobody but me, myself, and I guess Irene, the ghost, is down the hall now. Milton believes there's a ghost in this building, so I want to call her Irene. So since I'm here by myself, for right now, Dennis Davis is down the hall enjoying some Fats Cafe. He's got a pecan salad. JP's working hard on LincolnCounty.com, and I'm here with the Red Zone channel, ready to get us started. And we're going to find scores as quickly as we can for you and have them posted. And you can listen to all the games. We've got 5 games to listen to tonight, folks. 5 games. Burns, Thomas Jefferson, South Point at Kings Mountain, Newton Conover and West Lincoln, Highland Tech at Cherryville, and RS Central at Patton. And we're going to start with RS Central and Patton on our broadcast tonight.
Now that's a break for the Hilltoppers, our first Ball Stick Florist penalty flag. Remember, they're there for you for flowers for any occasion, and that is good.
Sorry, folks, I forgot something, important thing. I was supposed to do something here. Hey, bring him to me. For the folks watching online, which is everybody because we're not on the radio for this show, we got a world introduction, Red Zone introduction for you folks at home of the next new broadcaster here on KTC Broadcasting. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, that is my little boy. This is Baron Lewis Hastings. I'm trying to get the banner off there for a second. There he is. Oh, let me hold him up. There we go, Baron. Look at the camera. Wave. There you go. Stand up. Good boy. Good boy. He's ready to do some scores tonight, folks. Who are we pulling for? Kings Mountain or South Point tonight? I think you picked Kings Mountain. Bessemer City going to win tonight over East Gaston. Upset of the night, Bessemer City and East Gaston. Yeah! All right, folks, we're going to get you back out of the game tonight. Baron brought my dinner from Fats Cafe. Had ribs, chicken tonight, salad. He's 2 months old. Baron Lewis Hastings, my second little boy, third child. All right, he's going home, going to bed. It's scores time for y'all. Now we'll get back to the games here on KTC. Oh, I forgot to take that off the screen for you folks. There he is. Stand up big, Baron. There you go. There you go. Stand up. Bounce. Bounce. 2 months old. All right, there we go. All right, go back to mama. Go back to mommy. I got my cord tied up. Don't drop the baby. Told mama not to drop the baby. Hey, real quick. I got you on there. She didn't want to be on the camera. Snuck her on there. All right, for the folks at home, we are going to get out again. We're going to start with the Red Zone channel here tonight with over in Florida. I mean, they're at Patton tonight, Morganton, RS Central and Morganton. So we'll get over to that game tonight.
Just underway tonight. RS got the opening kick, 9:50 on the clock, no score, but RS Central is threatening. Trying to cut to the outside corner. Defense is there. They read that one well. No gain this time for the Hilltoppers.
Yeah, good job by Patton defensively coming up, and just they know the Hilltoppers do not want to throw the ball, so they're stacking everybody in the box. Let's see if Hilltoppers can keep making those blocks and sustain this drive here. Big third down coming up for RS Central.
Third down and 4. Ball's at the 15-yard line on this upcoming 3rd down and 10. Levi Vocal now running this offense, and he will go under center on this big play coming up. Again, RS in motion, going to do a pitch. And going outside, cutting back inside, bumped into one of his own tacklers and getting very close to the goal line goes the big man, Costin. As a matter of fact, he's not just going to get near it. He's going to break through. He has got an RS Central touchdown.
Yeah, and deliver the biggest blow to his teammate in the back there to get into the end zone there. So a lot of hard running by number 13 there for RS Central. Big to put up the first score of the game for the Hilltoppers, now up 6-0.
Just in the last few plays, that young man has got 19 yards rushing. That was a 15-yard touchdown run. And here comes Lozano in for the extra point attempt. Lozano's kick is up, and it is good. So a great start in this game.
Ryan Thompson back deep for Burns.
Central.
And
the pressure
on, and this is going to be about a 1-yard punt.
French fries with 8:57 to go.
Oh, they're going to get maybe
an
8-yard punt. So
I'm going to tell you what, Tom. I'm going to give the props to the punter there for getting rid of that ball. Wow, how was that not blocked?
Yeah,
all over him.
But you know what? It's about as good as a block because it's a 9-yard punt, and Burns takes over on the TJ 40-yard line. 1st down and 10, already up 7-0. Main Street Hardware scoreboard, 9 minutes, 19 seconds left to go. Burns comes out with 4 wide receivers. Mooney goes empty set. Quick step, drop. And Allen's on the reception, and he's taking tacklers with him up to the 27-yard line. Give him 13 yards and a Falston Pharmacy 1st down.
Nice little slant there. Took 4 Thomas Jefferson defenders to bring him down.
So 1st down, the second of the game for Burns, and that quickly moves it to the 27-yard line. And I think they're going to try to get as many players involved tonight as they can. As we've seen Surratt with a catch, L.J. Allen with a catch, and now this time Norris single back set. Let's see if they give it to him. They don't. Quick drop, and LJ's got it again to the 30, or excuse me, to the 20, inside the 20 to the 17-yard line. Give him 8 yards. It'll be 2nd and 2.
Yeah, like I said, this is an opportunity to kind of open up playbook. You know, test some things and see, test some things that maybe you wouldn't otherwise do. You know, in a tighter game.
So Mooney already has 48 yards passing. And he's thrown the ball 3 times. And it's Norris through the middle to the 15. And this time he's drugged down, and he may have the 1st down, depends on the spot.
That's Hargo on the tackle. A good tackle there for Thomas Jefferson. Right at the sticks.
Looks like they're giving him the 1st down.
Up to the 15.
So that is a Falston Pharmacy 1st down. And Norris up to 22 yards on the ground. And they're going to stay with that 4 wide receiver single back set. And in the motion comes Thompson. I'm going to call that a rush. He's to the 15. He's to the 10. Bounces off a tackler, grabbing onto his ankle for dear life. So he's finished off by number 51, David Griffith. But he'll get close to another Falston Pharmacy 1st down.
Give credit to Caleb Hill there for Thomas Jefferson for holding on to him and not letting him go.
Joe, did you go rush or pass on that?
I give a pass.
Okay. Well, Joe and I disagree, but I'm going with Joe. Joe said it's a pass.
We call it a little pop pass.
It looked like it might have been behind, but we're going to give an 8-yard pass, 2nd down and 2. they can't get one more first down before a touchdown. And Norris through the middle, and he's drugged down just short of the goal line.
Looked like could have been a face mask, but
they want a horse collar tackle. They won't get it, but Norris moves it from the 6 to the 1, 5-yard gain, first down and goal for Burns.
Yeah, it looked like to me it should have been some kind of face mask or something, but
I think he's grabbed around his shoulder pads. The optics of it weren't good. Official said no. And it's going to be Norris dancing his way, and he's going to be stopped short. Good job there by number 15 for Thomas Jefferson.
That's Hargo. That's who we was talking about before the game. We saw him out there, 6'3", 190 pounds. Pretty imposing defender out there.
No gain, and second down and goal. And if you're Thomas Jefferson, you're looking for small victories like that, to stop Norris from going into the end zone. And he'll remain the single back set. 3 wide receivers left, 1 to the right. And Mooney may put it in the air on this one. And he takes it himself, walks in, touchdown. And that's a numbers bookkeeping touchdown. 13-0 on your Main Street Hardware scoreboard.
Excellent job, Ben Mooney. I think everybody thought Jeremiah was getting the ball, but see how he hid that ball from everybody. I mean, including me. I thought Jeremiah was getting it too. So
it's a good read by Mooney. It's a good read. He could have gave the ball to Norris, pulled it out, saw the crease in the middle, went right up the middle for the touchdown.
So that's a little RPO. So he's got the option to do whatever he wants to in that play. So made the right decision and it paid off.
So that is a 7-play drive that took 2 minutes and 51 seconds off the clock. And extra point up, extra point good. The Nealon Cole extra point is good. So, very quickly, it's 14-0 Burns. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
When it comes to taxes, furnace air filters, buy 3 and get 1 free. And KT Songbird Blend, buy 1 and get 1 free.
This impressive Kings Mountain. Here, and they are really playing well right now. 1st and 10 on the 12. Kings
missed. He had a blocker, but he went inside. I think the blocker was trying to seal for the outside run, and when he cut it back in, wasn't much there. He lost a yard, I believe.
Yeah, but it looked like he was going to lose 3, and again, really impressed with how hard he ran to
name is Zay Smith. Holland will stay in at running back. It'll
get a safety.
Get a safety on this, Calvin, maybe.
Getting a quarterback for Highland Tech.
Number 5 is a quarterback right now.
That is Elijah Whitted.
There's a penalty flag.
Flag out.
Stretching that run out was number 3, Calvin, running back.
Cyrus Robinson.
Number 3, Robinson.
Yep, Cyrus Robinson carried it.
He got a couple of yards. Let's see what the penalty is.
He did pick up a couple of yards.
I thought I saw a penalty.
I saw a flag, but maybe they just picked it up. Holding against Highland Tech. Is that what you got? Okay.
Well, it'll be. Well,
was nothing marked off?
They've not marked anything off yet.
No, they haven't. Now there's some whistles there being blown, so we might have to have an official timeout to find out what's going on here.
Well,
if it's holding against Highland Tech, would you not mark it off?
They're running the clock now.
Okay. Who knows?
They must have picked the penalty flag up. It is second down.
All right, 2nd down and 6 for the Highland Tech. And here's a running play, stretched to the outside and tackled in the end zone. And I believe that's a safety for the Cherryville. Did you see who got him?
Number 5.
Number 5 for Cherryville.
That is Abram Avery.
And that'll get one of our defensive stars there for Avery. As Avery tackled, I believe, the quarterback there.
Quarterback And that was number 5, I believe, the quarterback.
Yeah, Elijah Wood in the end zone. So Cherryville now leads 2-0 on a 2-run homer by Abram Avery. Got a safety.
All righty.
Well,
we'll take it.
We'll take it.
Absolutely.
Any way you can get on the board there.
That'll happen with 5:06 left in the
on the Mr. Millar. You know what we do not have a sponsor for? Safety.
29 yards by Jaden Ellis. And our No Malarkey Mr. Sparky scoreboard reads Kings Mountain 3, South Point nothing, and now it's time for a Jammin' Jay's Pizza Factory kickoff by Ellis.
That was a nice 5.5-minute drive by Kings Mountain to get that field goal. Ellis is ready to make his way.
Backfield here on 1st and 10. Truesdale looks to the sideline. See if they want to change the play. Has a word for both his running backs. And it'll be a little option keeper for Truesdale. Fakes it to Avery, keeps it himself, gets about 5 yards down to the 28.
He disguised that pretty good. They jumped on Avery pretty quick. That got him a little chance to squirt up the middle for about 5 yards, I believe it was.
Yep, 5 yards. I saw that. I was here for the Cherryville game back in week 2, and Avery had done so much damage they faked it to him. The whole defense converged on him, and Truesdale took off for 40 yards and a touchdown.
Go back to Avery. Oh.
Took a few Red Devils to bring him down. He still gets about 3 yards to the 25. It'll be 3rd and 2. Be surprised if they don't go right back to Avery here on 3rd and short.
They're right here in the same position they was on the last drive, so they need to get some yards out of this possession.
Yeah, don't want to be stuck with another 4th down. Truesdale under center for the snap. They're going to sneak it. Good push. And he gets about 6 yards on the quarterback sneak. Plenty enough for the Turner Hauser Insurance first down. And the Rebels have it inside the red zone for the first time tonight at the Newton Conover 19-yard line. Rebels down 7-0 here in the first quarter, trying to even it up. Truesdale on the pitch to Avery, cuts it back up, and now back to the outside. He's inside the 5, and he's
in.
Yes, dragging tacklers into the end zone. Mason Avery, a 19-yard touchdown run. He's already up over 80 yards on the night here in the first quarter. And there's his first touchdown, probably not his last. A Gates Insurance touchdown, or Gates Auction touchdown for Mason Avery. Red Devils now, or the Rebels now a whatsupshopper.com point after away from tying. Kick is up, and it's good. So it's all knotted up 7-7 here between West Lincoln and Newton Conover on the First Federal Savings Bank scoreboard. 2:11 left to play in the first quarter. We'll be back in 60 seconds on LincolnCounty.com.
Mountain for a short game. Tackle made by Bryson Brown.
Now, what we're seeing is Kings Mountain is forcing the quarterback to have to pull it from the fullback, and that time, not only did he have to pull it, he had to quickly pitch it. And it was a nice pitch, and they picked up a few yards, but that brings up 3rd down and 6 for South Point. And I tell you, Brent, 3rd and 6 is not nearly as worrisome as 3rd and 9, 3rd and 10, because, again, South Point, if they get 5, they might go for it on 4th down.
And that pitch was to McKinney, but again, a nice tackle there by Bryson Brown to keep it to a 2-yard gain and make it 3rd down and 6. Ball on the left hash. There are a couple of receivers to the right, and they're going to run the fullback dive. He gets, Jeff, I think 3.
Yep.
Maybe 2 now after the spot. And
well,
that was Javier Curry again on the tackle.
Yeah, and that's 4th down and 4, and I believe South Point says, let's go ahead and play the percentages and let's try to. 3. So we'll need to punt, and Aiden Ramirez is in for the punt. Ramirez did a great job this year punting. He hasn't had to punt very often, though.
6'3", 230-pound punter. Snap was kind of high. Brown had a chance for it, but didn't go for it, and it's punted all the way in the end zone in the air. So that's a 43-yard punt, and Kings Mountain will take it over on the touchback at their 20-yard line. So far, Kings Mountain defense, Jeff,
was how important it would be if the fullback was being hit in the backfield, and if the quarterback was having to kind of back up and give some ground before he got around the end. And with the exception of the very first play of the offensive play of the game for South Point, Kings Mountain has done a great job.
Little John takes the snap, hands it off. Let's get the number. I believe it's Teddy Jeffries, gets about 4 again. That's going to be the last play of the first quarter. After 1 quarter of football on the No Malarkey Mr. Sparky scoreboard, Kings Mountain 3, South Point nothing. We'll be back after this minute break from our sponsors.
Check out the brand new website of Barrett's Floor Covering in Kings Mountain. Just go to barrettfloorcovering.com. Shop for your new floor. From luxury vinyl to carpet to hardwood, you'll love the selection. Since 1976, Barrett's Floor Covering in Kings Mountain has been serving this area with the finest in floors for homes and businesses. With name brands like Mohawk, Bruce, Armstrong, Mannington, and more. Again, shop online at barrettfloorcovering.com. Barrett's Floor Covering, 150 Dixon School Road in Kings Mountain. Call 704-981-6575.
In the shotgun, fake handoff. Quarterback's going to keep it, lane hot, up the middle. Looks like he probably got 2 or 3.
Yeah, not going to be enough for the first down. The Rebels, again, read it well. I think, again, that was Camden Sane in there to make the play. He's been active tonight on that defensive line. And the Red Devils going to have to bring the punt team back out for the second consecutive drive.
Good defensive stand for the Rebels. They're going to get the ball back. Looks like they're going to get it. See if they can drive again. End of the first quarter coming up. Might get the kickoff right before the end of the quarter.
It is a booming punt.
Kick.
Lands at the 20, takes a high bounce. And Newton will fall on it at the 18. So
they've had some good bounces for them. They had one that benefited them last kick, and then this one, when the other one rolled, this one actually bounced and stopped.
Yeah, it was good. He's got them pinned inside the 20 at the 18. So West Lincoln gets the ball back. They'll run one play here, and then we'll have the end of the first quarter. Got a tie ball game.
Ball game here today, but it looks like West Lincoln might have got the momentum at the end of this first quarter.
Yeah, tough start for the defense, but they've settled in. Back-to-back stops. Now it goes back to the Rebels offense. Mason Avery already having a big night. And they'll go to Winix on first down. He's got the edge. He's got the first down and then some. Pushed out of bounds at about the 35-yard line, so give him 17 yards on first down, and that will be the final play of the first quarter. So after one, we're all tied up 7-7 between the West Lincoln Rebels and the Newton Conover Red Devils on the First Federal Savings Bank scoreboard. We'll be back in 60 seconds here on LincolnCounty.com.
Now through October. Mention this radio ad, and you can save on a one-time maintenance special from Rye Heating and Air in Lincoln. This program is regular $130.
Now leading, was it good? 9-0 on the No Malarkey Mr. Sparky scoreboard. We'll be right back.
Recap what RS Central did on that last scoring drive. They went 59 yards. Remember, they started at their own 41. Just 7 plays was capped off by that 25-yard run on third down, by the way, by Costin. That's how they lead 13-6. Quarterback keeper again coming to the near side. RS Central will grab Clark from behind. Just a very short game this time.
If I was them, I would pass the ball.
Play action pass.
I mean, that's running the ball in the middle. I think that's going to be shut down all night.
I think, what they did for the one completion is the play action pass, got the linebackers to bite up a little bit and cleared some space over there for their big wide receiver, Hargo. So they're in the gun this time. Couple wide receivers, 2 H-backs, single back set. And it's going to be running play. Weatherford's going to get positive yardage for. He's smacked by Landon. Let's see.
Landon Dover.
Landon Dover.
Hopper and McGowan, all three there for a tackle for Burns.
See where they spot it.
Nick Benson in there as well.
And no gain. So second down and close to 10 yards. I mean, they nudged the football just maybe a half a length of a football.
If I'm them, I'm giving it to Wingo, or I'm passing the ball.
Yeah, like I said,
Argo, I'm going to give it to Argo.
I think the play action pass might work. I haven't seen him done a read option here. I don't know if that's in the playbook. Yeah, there's the speed option, and the ball's on the ground, and what a heads-up play by Weatherford to get it. Now working back to the right side of the field, he's still on his feet, but he's gang tackled all the way back inside the 19-yard line. What an effort by the young man, Weatherford, but just couldn't get away.
Tip your hat to him for trying for that, but coach is going to tell you to follow on that ball and not take any further loss on that play.
So that's all the way back to the 20, so that is a 21-yard loss and ends the quarter. So we'll be back 21-0 on your Main Street Hardware scoreboard. You're listening to Burns Football, brought to you by West End Sales.
The new car inventory is growing by leaps and bounds at your locally hometown automotive dealer.
35 yards on the carry for Mason Avery on a big third down. Number 24 for Newton is down.
Yeah, we do have an injury on the field, so we'll take a 60-second break here, and then we'll come back with the Rebels driving in Newton Conover territory.
Full Throttle Power Sports.
And congratulations to Matt and his sweet wife.
Did he say what the name of the baby was?
Yeah, I'm going to tell you in a minute when I remember it.
Okay. Babe Ruth. Second down and 7. And
the busted play. A host of
all over. Whitted there.
Number 57, Calvin.
Making the stop for Cherryville.
Yeah.
That'll be Jason Hamilton.
And Whitted.
He lost 3 yards. No, he lost 4 yards. So that'll end the first quarter of play with the Cherryville Ironmen out in front of Highland Tech, 9-0 on the No Malarkey Mr. Sparky scoreboard. You're listening to the West End Sales broadcast of Cherryville Ironman football on WCSL. We'll be right back.
And that's Sanders on the catch.
And that play takes a long time. Sanders is running what looks like a fly pattern, and then he stops and comes back. And South Point defensive back just kept going. And what was really nice is that there was absolutely no pressure on Little John, and he made a great throw. 1st and 10 at the South Point 42.
That's a gain of 23 from Little John to Sanders, and another CSI Mechanical first down. And now here's Hollander on the left side, 30, cuts it back 20, down to the 16-yard line. First down, Kings Mountain.
Another great run and a fantastic job of getting the contained man blocked. And this is all manner of room to run. And Greg Lloyd's got this offense moving. 1st and 10 at the South Point 17. Kings Mountain leads 3-0 midway through the second quarter.
25-yard run by Holland sets up 1st and 10. And now handoff again. Let's get the number there. That's Jeffries. Nice tackle there by 45, Josh Crowder.
A 2-yard gain. That's the first time that I thought there was going to be more yardage, and South Point stepped up and made the stop. Kings Mountain leads again 3-0, and the second time that they have gotten deep in South Point territory. 8:33 left here in the second quarter.
Ball on the 15. They can get a first down at the 7. Second down 8. And play action. They're going to throw it. There's Lloyd at the 10 to the sideline fighting for first down yardage. He's going to be close to first down.
Yeah, I think he might have it. Again, perfect pass, nice play, and it is going to be a first down.
So he got right to the sticks. So that'll be gain of 8, and it's going to be 1st and goal from the 7.
That's the 8th first down for Kings Mountain. 4 in the first quarter, 4 in the second quarter. Another nice drive. We're down to 8 minutes left here in the second quarter. Kings Mountain's had this ball for over 4 minutes.
Ball's on the right hash. 1st and goal at the 7. Holland, he's going to walk into the end zone for the touchdown. Caleb Holland from 7 yards out. Mountaineers on top 9-0 on the No Malarkey Mr. Sparky scoreboard. Nice play there, and what blocking.
Yeah, it was never touched.
In for the PAT, sponsored by Classic Ford of Shelby, is Jaden Ellis. Bryson Brown will hold. Kicks up and splits the upright. Kings Mountain 10, South Point nothing. 7:51 to go. Second quarter. We'll be right back.
If they decide to run one more play before the first quarter ends, or just going to run out.
They're not going to have a chance to snap the ball. We are going to go to the end of the quarter. And
referees stop and play here. Looks like
give them 9.
Looks like Mason Avery is going to have to come out. Looked like he might have just gotten sick on the field there.
No, hopefully that's not going to be a problem for the West Lincoln Rebels tonight.
Yeah, not the one you want to see coming off the
It
field
is
for
not.
West Lincoln. Already over 120 yards rushing here in the first half.
Another pass.
Yeah, another little screen pass on 2nd and
Oh, my
short.
goodness.
He's going down the sideline. He's got nothing but daylight in front of him. And it doesn't look like anybody's going to catch him from behind either. That is a 90-yard touchdown pass. Aiden Langcott to Malik Fleming. And just like that, the Red Devils have taken momentum back from West Lincoln.
Just a little out pass there, and he goes up the sideline. Nobody touched him.
So 2 plays to go 99 yards for Newton Conover. Both of them just little bubble screens.
Malik Fleming hit the sideline and down. That's just a little bit of what I saw earlier in the year when Newton played Lincoln. They've got a balanced attack. You're going to get a little bit of both, maybe a little bit more run than pass, but they can pass the ball.
Yeah, just proved it right there. Good speed running with the ball after the catch. 90 yards on the reception for Fleming. Now Shannon on for the whatsupshopper.com point after. It's up and good. The Newton Conover Red Devils pull ahead 14-7 on the First Federal Savings Bank scoreboard. 8:06 left to play before halftime. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Since 1919, Rhodes and Bill Oil Company in Lincoln has been serving the Lincoln County and surrounding area. And today they continue to serve this.
Like we said, back on the field. Here's
Absolutely.
the snap, the hold, the kick is up, and it is
Good.
All right, 9:31 to go here in the first half. Cherryville up 16-0 on the No Malarkey Mr. Sparky scoreboard and the West End Sales broadcast of Cherryville Ironman football. We'll be right back.
KitchenAid and
well, Costin on the night, he already has some 40 yards or more rushing. Logan started off with a couple of good rushes tonight. So just those 3 gentlemen, Logan, Costin, Owens, all very significant job in the rushing department. Coming up for Patton, they need a big play here, and they're going to keep it on the ground, no surprise.
Since that first series, RSX has done a lot better defensively, especially in the middle of that defensive line there, being able to stop some of that penetration that Patton was able to get on that first drive. Host of Hilltoppers in on that tackle there. Very hard to see who that was, about 3 or 4 of them from the defensive line position.
Thomas Jefferson defense for stopping them there.
They're going to move it all the
Remember,
way
they
back up to the
had
41-yard
the
line.
penalty for holding
Jones
on
again,
first
minus
down.
9.
They pick up very
Minus
little
8.
here. They need a lot of help here on this next play. They've got to get out to the 36-yard line for the first down. That's one of their better runs of the night. It is Trevor Smith, their leading rusher. It's not going to be nearly enough, though, as he's brought down at the 25.
Yeah, number 11, Marcus McKinney on the stop for RS. RS has another player down the field here.
Yeah, we are not able to pick up that number. He is flat on his back right now, laying at the 25-yard line. Of course, a member of the Hilltopper defense.
Cannot afford to lose anybody defensively for the Hilltoppers. Very short-handed. A lot of two-way players that play both offense and defense there for RS Central.
Anytime you hear us mention so many of these great sponsors, if it be the halftime show presented by Farm Bureau, Fountain Electric, they do the positive character player, they do the pregame show, McDonald's, we could go on, Mi Pablito, and then the commercials within the game. I just want you to remember those sponsors, folks. Go out and support them because they help make each week's broadcast possible here of the Rutherford County High School Football Game of the Week. And we couldn't do what we do without that sponsorship support. The injured player is now getting up.
Still cannot see the number. Very good there.
I believe it.
72.
I believe it is number 72 from what I'm seeing here in the eyeglass.
Jaquan Murray there on defensive line.
Yeah,
defensive lineman for the Toppers.
Exactly. I was going to say the same thing. He is a junior listed at 5'9", 240, one of our big guys on that line. And hopefully we'll see him get back.
Yeah, he's running attack with Pat. He'll be important later on in this game. Hopefully we'll be able to get back in there.
Third down and long coming up here. They need about 12 yards to pick up this first down. And it appears this time, instead of bringing in another quarterback for throwing, that they are going to keep their big man back there, the senior 6'4", Brandon Clark. There's the snap of the ball. This time he's going to throw. There's a man wide open, caught it at the 48 into RS Central territory. That play call worked out all the way down to the RS Central 41-yard line, and out of the backfield goes Trevor Smith.
Yeah, luckily Malachi Cossins, they run him down, just slipped out of the backfield. There, got behind the linebackers for RS Central. Good pass by the quarterback there. Easy first down for Patton.
Wait just a minute. Was there a penalty flag on that play?
30-yard toss nullified.
That would have been a 30-yard pass play, but forget it. We've had a Boston Forest penalty flag.
And that's a killer for Patton there. Legal man downfield there.
Wow.
For the Panthers. Replay, third down now.
Well, we wondered about the throwing ability of the big quarterback, but that's an easy one, though. You just set your man out. He just goes deep, gets ahead of the defender, and he's open for that pass, which was well thrown, but now you backed yourself up even more, and it's still third down. Quarterback rolling out. This is the smaller quarterback's back in, but he can't handle the defensive pressure. He's going to be sacked at the 13-yard line.
Yeah, number 54, C.J. Gardner. We just mentioned him on special teams coming up big for Hilltoppers on that third down. And good sack by C.J. Gardner.
Good job by C.J. That is the second time tonight that we've seen them bring in sophomore number 12, Burke Wilson. He is the backup quarterback, and apparently they think he can go deeper with a pass. However, both times he's been in, the RS Central defense has rushed and got to him.
And Marcus McKinney now standing at the 40-yard line of Patton Rutten, waiting to receive this kick.
This has been a big part of this game tonight. Field position, oh, man, that was a high snap, but a good job by the punter on the punt of the pigskin to get it. And this punt is going to roll far side of the field, and it is going to be down at the Patton 40-yard line.
RS Central doing so much better defensively, putting Patton in tough spots, getting some good calls on the penalties for Hilltop defense, kind of aiding them. But they're doing a very good job up front now. After that first year, they've kind of did some adjustments. I like what I see from our Central defense right now.
We just saw another punt of the pigskin presented by Corner Barbecue in Rutherford. Their full menu is available on Facebook. Look for the name Irma's Corner Barbecue for their full menu, and another kick of the pigskin, the punt of the pigskin this time. Now the RS Central offense goes back to work with Levi Vogel leading the way. Now this time they're going to do a little bit of a wildcat as they have Costin take the snap, and he will take it just across the 35-yard line.
Yeah, different look from RS right there. Picked up about 6-7 yards on the carry for Costin. The shotgun formation. See if Levi comes back into the ball game. Yes, he is back on the field now for RS. But he is split wide. Costa will remain the quarterback.
Costin's got the snap. He's going to pitch it. It's Owens. Here goes the big man inside the 30, inside the 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. He was almost untouched, I believe. And as he goes into the end zone, there is a penalty flag.
Let's see what the penalty flag is going to be.
That is a 34-yard touchdown if it stands by Owens, and that is his second of the evening.
I love what I've seen about Levi Vogel on that play. Split wide. We talked about him in the quarterback result. He was split wide. He used to be a wide receiver for the Toppers. Excellent blocking, springing number 8 down the right side.
I don't know what the referee saw, but it appears that touchdown is not going to stand. That was another big moment in this game for Owens, but at the end of the play, the official, by the way, that was in the end zone is the one that saw the hold back upfield.
Yeah, very questionable call by the officials right there. I do not like that call down the field, especially that late in the game. I don't know what to say about that. So right now, Hilltoppers, all they can do is shake it off out here and see if they can put that drive back together and put some more points on the board.
I wonder what Coach Faircloth of RS Central thought of that.
I don't know what he thinks of. I know what I think of the call. So
we'll say no more. That is a killer. It takes RS Central back to their own 41-yard line where it would be second down.
My problem with the call, he called it out of the end zone.
Exactly. When do you ever see that? The official ready to say it's a touchdown is giving you a touchdown and a hold back-to-back. And RS Central right up the middle this time, a hard run by the young man Palmer. A.J. Palmer to the 45.
There must have been some extra tacked on to that penalty there because now it's bringing up third and looks like forever for the Hilltoppers.
Yeah, that was another Boston Flores penalty flag, home of the most beautiful flowers in Rutherford County. Get them for anniversaries, weddings, receptions, you name it. They've got them there for you, Boston Flores. Yeah, you're right, JB. There's no doubt about it. I mean, look where the first down is. You've got to get to the 30 of Patton, and you just started after that penalty, the yardage back at your own 41. They gained 4 yards, and now it is still third and forever. And they're going to be at the 45-yard line. RS Central's decided they need to burn a timeout and talk it over. We'll take the break as well on the Stanton Enterprise McDonald's scoreboard, home of the world-famous fries. 8:04 to go until halftime. RS Central leading Patton 20-6 on Downtown Radio.
Mi Pueblito Mexican Restaurant welcomes you to their table to experience authentic Mexican flavors and small-town friendly service in Rutherfordton, Forest City, Shelby, and Marion, open 7 days a week. Mi Pueblito Mexican Restaurant offers over 100 Mexican dishes with lunch specials every day through 2 p.m. Looking for someone to cater your next big event? Mi Pueblito serves parties of 15 to 500 people. Order online at mipubs.com. Enjoy all your Mi Pueblito favorites at home or order online at mipubs.com.
Now, RS Central coming back out in their, looks like it's going to be third down and looks like about 30 yards for the Hilltoppers now. Offense come out. Levi Vogel pitching to Kia Owens on the left-hand side. Owens gets about 3 yards on that side. Bring up a fourth down. Bring a Hilltoppers punt out. Now let's see what the Hilltoppers decide to do. Yes, they are going to punt the football here. Fourth and about 28 yards to go. Very hard to see. The scoreboard's not working there. I'm just estimating.
7:32 clock running to go in this first half, and it's the punt of the pigskin presented by Corner Barbecue right now for RS Central. This punt will take place at the 36-yard line. Lozano will kick it. Fair catch called for, almost losing it, but falling on top of it safely at the 26-yard line. That was Burke Wilson, that backup sophomore quarterback.
Give an update from Brevard. Now Chase 21, Brevard 7 with 4 minutes and 7 seconds left in the second quarter. Chase has to break that 17-point barrier I said that they were going to do tonight. 37-20. See if we can come close to that.
And begin this drive on their own 27-yard line.
27-yard line is the starting place for Patton as they go back on offense, trailing 20-6. Of course, this is a road game tonight for the Rutherford County High School football game of the week. There's the leading rusher in Burke County with one of his better runs tonight, coming to the near side of the field, cutting that outside corner. Trevor Smith with his run takes his team to the 36-yard line.
Number 15, Trayvon Barbie on the stop for the Hilltoppers.
Blocking by number 75, Lawson Harley.
Second and short coming up.
Yeah, that is very short. It's just inches away, less than a yard to pick up a Nipolito first down for Patton. Clark in the shotgun, one back behind him. Smith is that back, and he'll take the handoff. He's just across the 40-yard line. That'll give them that Nipolito Mexican first down.
75, Cameron Scott, defensive lineman for RS Central on the tackle.
And enough yardage for another Farm Bureau. First down.
You know, the thing I hate what happened a while ago is Owens had already had a 52-yard touchdown. That one was going to be over 30 yards, but that penalty wiped it away, and that's why it's still 20-6. Snap of the ball to Clark. Again, Smith, who breaks the tackles. This young man's dangerous. He's inside the 40. He's to the 35-30. He's going to trip up himself, or he might have got more. Down close to the RS Central 25-yard line.
I agree with you, Paul. If he has not tripped up, I think he was going to score a touchdown there for the Panthers. RS Central, fortunate to be able to continue to try to stop them on this drive.
That RS Central has been doing, until the last few plays, they have been doing a great job containing Trevor Smith. Now we're seeing what that little running back can do when he gets away from everybody. He's dangerous.
Yeah, he's quick and elusive. I like him more from the Panthers than I do like their running. They had a lot of success with their quarterback earlier in the game. Now giving it to the leading rusher in Burke County, doing a good job so far.
First and 10 at the 26. Here's that quarterback keeper. We hadn't seen it a while. Clark got to go right up the middle.
Equipment kickoff. Place. Call on the run. Good job. And hard hit over there. Not sure who it was.
That was McGowan on the hit there.
Yeah, so
yep.
McGowan getting down there on special teams. And that will be first down and 10 for Thomas Jefferson in decent field position.
Won't be able to run the clock too much on this drive, down to 2 minutes, 57 seconds left in this first half.
They spotted at the 33. So I would say that Birds would be content to go ahead, and I don't think they'll use their timeouts. We'll see. As Thomas Jefferson comes to the line of scrimmage, they will receive the second half kickoff. A lot of guys around the line of scrimmage. Wingo's under center. And I think it's Weatherford up the middle. Nice run this time, and maybe got about 4 or 5 before he's pushed out of bounds.
That's as big a run as they've had all night. That Bulldog front line has just been very impressive.
Let's see if they move it. It might have looked like more from where I was looking. And where they spotted? Spotted at the 30. Well, they didn't give him much. It looked like he got more than that, but hard to tell where we're at. It's just hard to tell. 0. It looked like he got 3 or 4 yards from where we're standing.
We're standing about the 25-yard line.
Really, I feel like
across the field's kind of tough.
I feel like I'm back in middle school in the treehouse in this thing. I mean, it's just a little platform we've got to the side.
Timeout.
We got a
Jefferson.
Timeout for Thomas Jefferson, so we'll take it with him. We'll be right back. You're listening to Burns Football, brought to you by West End Sales. Dang it.
owned and operated hardware store is Main Street Hardware in Lawndale. Come check out the deals, like big wooden rockers, now on sale for $149.99. See the biggest, baddest blower on the market today by Red Max and priced at $5.99. They also carry a full line of Toro push and zero-turn mowers. Save hundreds of dollars now during their end-of-summer clearance sale. That's Main Street Hardware, 356 East Main Street, Highway 182 in Lawndale. Online at mainstreethardwareinc.com and like them on Facebook too.
All right, we're back. 2 minutes and 8 seconds left to go. And Burns up 28-0 on Thomas Jefferson. Thomas Jefferson has it. Second down and 10. Rugby scrum in the middle, and he's not going anywhere. As you saw, Hopper just pushed the entire pile back by himself just about.
Well, it seems content. They seem content to run the clock out. If you're Burns, you call timeout here and try to get the ball back?
I'm not sure what their strategy would be. Comfortably ahead.
Left.
They gave me a yard on that one. Well, they either gave me a yard on the first one or the second one. So 2 runs for a yard and third down and 9. And Thomas Jefferson has liked to go play-action pass on these. That's what I expect to see here. Is Burns having a little bit of problem getting the right personnel on the field.
Surratt coming in late.
Trying to get lined up. I think they got 12 guys on the field. They're going to call a timeout. So we'll take the timeout with them. 28-0 Burns. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Come see the all-new Bobcat CT1021 and CT1025 compact tractors. Now available at West End Sales in Vail. It's great for maneuvering around the barn. Sheds and landscaping. It's perfect for mowing. Features include 4-wheel drive and a 21 and 25 horsepower diesel engine with hydrostatic transmission. See it today at West End Sales, Highway 18 North in Vail. Online at westendsales.com. See their page at whatsupshopper.com and like them on Facebook too. Robert Morgan Funeral and Cremation has served Cleveland and Rutherford County families for over the past 8 years with compassion and care for every family they have served. It has been an honor to help you in your darkest hour. Robbie is a native of Rutherford County and is proud to open his Rutherford Chapel located at 124 Fairhope Street in Forest City to offer their services locally to you. Please call 704-538-8080 or 704-300-2343 for information and pricing, or visit them on the web at rsmorganfsl.com.
Well, we're back to live action here. As the pass is complete, depends on the spot. We'd like to welcome those of you who have been listening to the Kings Mountain broadcast. They are having internet difficulty, so we're going to get you back there as fast as we can. Right now, you're listening to Burns and Thomas Jefferson, and Burns up 28-0. Thomas Jefferson facing a 4th down and 8. And I didn't see, was that last play a run or a pass?
That's a screen pass to the left side, shut down by Burns. Like I said, 1 minute left in this first half. 28-0 Burns.
Okay, so we'll keep it here for the timeout. Like we said, just want to make sure our listeners know we're going to get you right back to that Kings Mountain game as soon as we can. Here it is 28-0 on your Main Street Hardware scoreboard.
Yeah, we'll try to keep y'all updated on that game as well as we see the score come through.
Yeah, and hopefully we'll get you back there real quick. We know that's going to be a big game in the Big South. Timeout called by Burns, and they'll get it back with about 1:05 left to go.
Thomas Jefferson in punt formation.
And I know most of you haven't listened to a lot of this, and there's been some close calls on punts as Albert back to punt for Jefferson. Ball snap a little low. Here they come. They almost get it again, but end-over-end punt. It bounces, takes a Thomas Jefferson bounce.
Wow.
It's going to roll all the way down to the 29-yard line.
So, Burns, you got 56 seconds left to try to put some more points on the board. I think they definitely have the capability to do that. Jeremiah Norris and company Jeremiah did the bulk of the
had a 35-yard run on the last possession.
Both the carries last drive, so let's see. Probably keeping the air on this drive.
So, first down and 10. As we said, 56 seconds ago in the second quarter, as Mooney's been the quarterback most of the way. Graham Warlick did get one series in at quarterback, but he's at wide receiver. L.J. Allen, Ryan Thompson also in there at receiver. Norris the lone setback. Triple wide receivers left. Mooney's got it. He's going to roll to his left. getting away from a defender. Lets it go. Man, it's out there, and it's complete. And it's Surratt makes the man miss. He's going for the pylon. Will he win the foot race? He's to the 5. Touchdown. What a run by Surratt. That is Kahari Surratt for the touchdown, Matt.
Excellent pass there, Ben Mooney. That's a hard throw to make, flush to the left like that. Threw it downfield, pretty much a Hail Mary situation. And Surratt outlasts the Griffin defender for the touchdown.
And that is a numbers bookkeeping touchdown. Mooney to Surratt, 71 yards, 34-0. Burns on top of Thomas Jefferson. And says we're too loud, so let's turn that back a little bit. So hopefully that adjusted there, Kevin. We turned it back. Sometimes the radio and the video's a little different sensitivity, but the Neyland Cole extra point is good. 35-0. We'll be back in 60 seconds. You're listening to Burns Football, brought to you by West End Sales.
Your locally owned and operated hardware store is Main Street Hardware in Lawndale. Come check out the deals, like big wooden rockers, now on sale for $149.99. See the biggest, baddest blower on the market today by Red Max and priced at $5.99. They also carry a full line of Toro push and zero-turn mowers. Save hundreds of dollars now during their end-of-summer clearance sale. That's Main Street Hardware, 356 East Main Street, Highway 182 in Lawndale. Online at mainstreethardwareinc.com and like them on Facebook too. No matter the weather outside, Bill Shuford Heating and Air in Shelby keeps you comfortable inside. They carry American Standard and Goodman Heating and Air Conditioning Systems. And right now, for qualified buyers, you can get a new unit for as low as $85 per month. See them for all the details. Cleveland County's leader in home comfort since 1983 is Bill Shuford Heating and Air. 213 Campbell Street in Shelby. Online at BillShufordHVAC.com and see their page at WhatsAppShopper.com.
James River Equipment kickoff taken back to about the 30-yard line. So it'll be first down and 10 for Thomas Jefferson with 30 seconds left to go.
I anticipate a kneel and take this thing to halftime.
Yeah, with 35-0. I don't think they'll try anything, but let's see where they put the ball down at the 30-yard line. It's been all Burns. 3 touchdowns in the first quarter, 2 in the second quarter.
Yeah, big throw, Ben Mooney to Surratt that last drive for the touchdown.
So Thomas Jefferson comes up. It looks like they'll probably just kneel down.
Burns defense has had their way the whole game.
And
they will again on this play.
Yeah, they got about maybe 1 yard.
Point at Kings Mountain.
Great game. I'm kind of curious how that one's going to end up. 2 great programs probably see each other in the playoffs.
That's the one thing about it, JB. These teams that are playing now, whoever gets the best of the other one in the regular season, it could be a whole different story if you have to play them again. And who's playing at home and on the road, a lot of factors will be involved in that.
Yeah, so many times the team that loses in the regular season ends up winning in the playoffs. So big battle down there tonight.
Out of the timeout, here come the Hilltoppers. On the Stanton Enterprise McDonald scoreboard, we remind you they have a 20-6 lead. They're threatening and back in the red zone right here. What will they do on this next play at the 22-yard line? Here's a pitch. Trying to bust away. Owens again. He's been successful earlier tonight. He won't get it done here. He gets to the 14-yard line, and that'll be it.
Clock is at 30 seconds. So RS Central may want to try one more play before they decide to kick it if they're not able to convert for a touchdown.
And by the way, they need about 3 for the first down on third down. Here's a pitch going to the other side of the field. Owens again, and he is tackled by the shoulder pad in the jersey. He's going to get no yardage. You got to give Pat credit there.
Yeah, now you see the last timeout by the Hilltoppers here as they try to attempt a field goal kick before halftime.
3 seconds on the clock, but like you said, JB, will it be a field goal attempts, so that way you did not go to the field house with no points in this close of an opportunity to get more points before halftime.
Well, I like what they did. They run it to the right-hand side. I think Lozano was built better about kicking from the left hash. They were able to run it back to the left-hand side, and now they'll kick the field goal from where he wanted to be on the football field. If that's where your kicker wants to be, that's where you run the ball, because you need the points right here.
Yeah. We do want to let you know, since we, of course, are all about the Rutherford County High School Game of the Week, Hendersonville so far up 21-0 on East Rutherford. We'll have more information, more scores coming up soon with the halftime show. Here comes Lozano. This is going to be about a 30-yard attempt.
He definitely has legs. Saw him in warm-ups kicking very much beyond the spot.
There's the snap. Ball's down. Hold. Kick is good. And that is a nice-looking field goal to 30 yards by Lozano. And sure enough, RS Central has stretched out their lead just a little bit more as we go to halftime. That's the end of the first half. And on the Stanton Enterprise McDonald's scoreboard, home of the world-famous fries and much more, RS Central 23, Patton 6. We'll be back with the Farm Bureau of Rutherford County halftime show on Downtown Radio in 3 minutes.
Are your drains not draining? Are your sewer lines back?
And participation may vary. Limited time only. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Coke, Sprite, Limonade, Fanta, and Minute Maid are registered trademarks of the Coca-Cola Company.
You're going to love it. The big sofa and love seat sale at McGinnis Furniture in downtown Cherryville. Come and see the new McClure set. Sofa and love seat priced at $9.49. Or how about the beautiful Clarendon set? Sofa and love seat for $11.99. Or how about the Kissel set in State Gray? Sofa and love seat $8.99. It's a Blockbuster Warehouse sofa and love seat sale going on now at McGinnis Furniture in downtown Cherryville, 303 East Main Street. Online at McGinnisFurniture.com and like them on Facebook too. Here's good news from Medical Center Pharmacy in Cherryville and the Boston Pharmacy in Boston. Both locations now have flu shots available. Come get yours today so you'll feel good all winter long. For details, call Medical Center.
West Lincoln has the ball 2nd and 2 at the Newton Conover 27-yard line. The Rebels leading 21-20 here late in the first half. This is the WestEndSales.com Lincoln County Game of the Week. Matt Chapman, Zach Mayhew bringing you the action here this evening.
West Lincoln's coming back out. Let's see if they can punch this thing in. 5 seconds to go. It'd be a big confidence booster going in the half with a touchdown.
Yeah, the Rebels will get the ball first after the break. Truesdale under center here. Winnick's the man in motion. They hand up the middle to Avery. He picks up the first down. Gets about 4 yards. And Rebels will call their last timeout. 1 second left on the clock. Again, we'll take the timeout with them. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Come see the all-new Bobcat CT1021 and CT1025 compact tractors. Now available at West End Sales in Vail. It's great for maneuvering around the barn, sheds, and landscaping. It's perfect for mowing. Features include 4-wheel drive and a 21 and 25 horsepower diesel engine with hydrostatic transmission. See it today at West End Sales, Highway 18 North in Vail. Online at westendsales.com. See their page at whatsupshopper.com and like them on Facebook too.
All right, 1 second left on the clock. The Rebels are going to line up for a field goal here on the final play of the half. It'll be a 40-yard attempt for Sellers. The whatsupshopper.com field goal. Kick is up, and it's not going to make it there. It's actually fielded at the goal line by Ty Miller, and he's going to try and return it. He's across the 25 before he's wrestled down, and that will be the final play of the first half. So the field goal is no good, but the Rebels still lead it 21-20 on the First Federal Savings Bank scoreboard. We're going to take a little bit longer break. It is homecoming here tonight at West Lincoln, so we've got a longer halftime tonight, a 20-minute halftime instead of a 15-minute halftime. But when we return, we will have the Unrivaled Metal Buildings of Lincolnton Stadium halftime show here on LincolnCounty.com. We'll be back in a few minutes, folks.
Built upon a solid foundation of cast iron and steel, the Kubota L-Series is part of our under 100 horsepower tractor lineup rated #1 for reliability. They feature powerful Kubota diesel engines and easy operation. The durable Kubota L-Series. Talk to your local Kubota dealer today to schedule a demo. Go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Your Kubota dealer is Parker Farm Service, located at 126 Bessie Drive on Oak Grove Road at the Highway 74 bypass in Kings Mountain. Looking for a great deal on a pre-owned vehicle? Check with Classic Volkswagen in Gastonia. This month, get 3.99% APR financing for 60 months on certified pre-owned vehicles. That's right, only 3.99% APR financing for 60 months. Come see the selection today. And you can now lease the new 2022 Volkswagen Taos for only $389 a month. Come on in for all the details at Classic Volkswagen in Gastonia, 4417 Wilkinson Boulevard, or visit them online at classicvwgastonia.com.
They're everywhere. Your yard, your kitchen, your bedroom. Invading your home and property, spreading disease, and destroying everything in their path. If you don't act, they'll multiply, crawling ever closer to you.
By Clark. They tried for a two-point conversion, which was no good. At that time, it was 7-6. RS Central later in the quarter with 2:50 to go would get another touchdown from Costin. He took off this time for 25 yards, and this time the kick was blocked by Lozano. So at that point, RS Central would have a 13-6 lead. But RS Central would score again. Only 17 seconds to go in that first, and he's having a tremendous night, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm speaking about Owens, who took it in for a 52-yard rushing touchdown. Lozano's kick was good this time. So at that time, the lead was 20-6. One more score came with only 3 seconds before halftime. Just a few moments ago, Lozano with a 30-yard field goal. This guy's a good kicker, and that's how RS Central has got the 23-6 lead in the scoring summary of our game so far tonight. When we come back, JB's going to give you a number of scores of other games going on throughout our region tonight, including the other Rutherford County schools, and I'll also talk about some of the individual stats of some good rushers for this RS Central team and what they've done so far tonight. You're listening to the Farm Bureau of Rutherford County halftime show during the Rutherford County High School football game of the week. We're on the McDonald's scoreboard. The score at halftime, 23-6, RS Central leads. We'll be back in 3 minutes on Downtown Radio.
It's time to go camping in your new East to West Travel RV by Forest River from Carolina Auto Finance in Forest City. Come see the selection. Brand new 2022 models ready to roll. Check out the quality craftsmanship. Build memories that will last a lifetime with the new East to West RV from Carolina Auto Finance. And don't forget they also carry side-by-sides, TYM tractors, and a great selection of pre-owned cars, SUVs, and trucks. Carolina Auto Finance, 114 Luce Boulevard in Forest City. Online at CarolinaAutoFinance.com and like them on Facebook too.
It's like 1, 2, 3 at the new Appliance Center in Shelby and Forest City. Buy one appliance and get it delivered for $35. Buy two appliances and get them delivered for $60. Or buy three appliances and get them delivered for $75. Plus buy a refrigerator priced over $1,000 and get it delivered free. At the Appliance Center, 508 West Dixon Boulevard in Shelby and 793 West Main Street in Forest City. Online at theappliancecenter.com and like them on Facebook too.
Stanton Enterprise McDonald's owns McDonald's locations in Forest City, Spindale, Columbus, and Boiling Springs, right across from Gardner Webb. McDonald's, your go-to spot for delicious food, morning, noon, or night, and especially before the big game, like those crispy chicken sandwiches, the one-of-a-kind Big Mac, world-famous fries, and tasty.
All right, folks, halftime. Duh. Take a breath, Dennis. Or I'm going to take a breath. I need my hat. I need a little bit of everything here. Need some Go Juice. Need something. Let's go to the big room shot real quick. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Red Zone channel. Oh, I didn't hit a switch. Hey, everybody. Now, welcome to the Red Zone channel. Kevin Hastings, Dennis Davis here. I've been running up down the hall, folks. We think we got South Point situated in Kings Mountain. Of course, we have to explain this every time we go down to Kings Mountain. If you're not from Kings Mountain, you don't know the internet signal is terrible in Kings Mountain. And,
yes.
And as soon as the game started, everyone getting on their phones and doing their own little streams and stuff, Dennis, started affecting our broadcast. So we got Brent and them going, I think. Dennis, I'm going to let you read some of the scores that we do have right now, and I'm running here to check, make sure they're still running.
Well, what we've got right now, if you were listening to Tom Senefani, Burns and Thomas Jefferson, Burns leads 35-0 over Thomas Jefferson. If you're an East Rutherford fan, they haven't scored yet, but the Hendersonville Bearcats have. It's 21-0 Hendersonville. Cherryville Ironman, homecoming tonight. Danny Aker, Calvin Hastings over there. They're having a good old time with good-looking women and hot cars and all that. And it's 9-0 for the Cherryville Ironman. West Lincoln Rebels are tied up with the Newton Conover Red Devils, 14-14. The score we currently have for Crest and North Gaston is 7-7. Now, if you've been listening to that Kings Mountain game, it's Kings Mountain 10, South Point 0 at this point. I anticipate some changes both sides on that. Ashbrook and Stuart Kramer, we don't have a score yet. Neither do we have a score on Hunter Huss and Forest View. Jeff, if you're out there, call us in. Let us know about your Jaguars. Chase Trojans, if you're listening to Paul Foster and the great job that he does. Chase Trojans 21, Brevard Blue Devils 7. East Burke Cavaliers lead Bunker Hill Bears 6-0. That would be a big upset because of Bunker Hill's current status and their record. Maiden Blue Devils and Bandy Trojans. Maiden 8, Bandy 0 at this point. West Caldwell Warriors 0-0 with the Lincolnton Wolves. Let us know, Lincolnton, what the score in that game is. We don't have anything reported yet. RS Central over Patton tonight, 23-6. East Gaston is beating Bessemer City 21-0. Christ the King, we don't have a score on them, and Mountain Island Charter. Winston-Salem Prep versus Community School of Davidson, we have no score. We don't have a score on Bishop McGinnis versus Pine Lake Prep either. We do not have a score yet on Drone and Madison, and we do not have a score on East Lincoln and Fred T. Ford. Give us a call. Let us know what's going on over there at East Lincoln.
Drone 40-7.
Drone 40-7. Okay.
They've been kicking everybody's butt this year.
Yeah. How about
Maiden update 20-6 over Bandies.
Okay. That's good if you're from Maiden.
Yeah.
Statesville Greyhounds tonight. We don't have a score on that yet. Kevin, you got an update?
No, I don't.
All right, the Hickory Red Tornadoes tonight. We don't have a score yet.
Who are they playing?
North
Iredale. They're beating them by a lot.
Yep.
Whatever it is.
And
21-0. How about that?
21-0. That's a good start. It's not but halftime. North Lincolnton, the Knights are up 14-0 over St. Stephen's. That's a little bit of a surprise. South Caldwell Spartans are playing Freedom Patriots tonight. We don't have a score on that one yet. Watauga Pioneers, we don't have a score yet, but they're playing Alexander Central, and Watauga should win that one. Ashe County versus High Brighton Panthers. Don't believe we have a score on that one either at this point. However, we do have a score on West Henderson and Pisgah. Right now it is West Henderson 14, Pisgah 14. Now
St. Stephen's, Dennis.
Yeah.
Recovers an onside kick, 42-yard pass down the right sideline, 3-yard keeper with a minute left to go in the half. Halftime 14-14. St. Stephen's tied up now with the North Lincoln Knights.
Goodness gracious. Stay tuned. We've got the East Hendersonville Eagles and the Tuscola Mountaineers. No score on that yet. And the North Henderson Vikings and the Franklin Panthers. No score on that yet. That's why we have this post-game show.
Yep.
And that you can tune in and get all these scores. We'll update them as best we can. East Lincoln 41-3 over Ford at this time.
Drone adds another 7 to the board.
So that's Drone 47 and Madison 7. Now, these scores are coming in, folks. Like I said, we'll post them as soon as we get them. If you're home with your computer or whatever, or your phone, you can check the scores on the scoreboard as they're posted here. If not, tune in to the post-game show, and we'll give you all these scores and talk about these games and how they happen.
Now, Dennis, we've got some for our folks listening to the South Point Kings Mountain game. We do have that game back and up and going for the folks, so we'll have some more highlights on that. Last thing we got is it's still 10-0. Kings Mountain is up on Crest. I've got to Kings Mountain's up on South Point. Crest is up 47-6. Dennis, if that makes you feel better.
I was breathing a little hard there at one point. I thought, okay, they got 7.
That was a bad post by Shannon earlier on the 6th. The tie scored
47-6. Okay, I can live with that for halftime.
Not bad now. Well, whatever. All right, how about this? We had some bad signal there at South Kings Mountain. Let's send it back out there, Dennis, and we'll get our scores update and come back and do some highlights for the folks here in just a few moments.
Yeah, let's hear what Paul and Jeff have to say.
All right, here we go.
A flanker and a slot back over the left side. By doing that, Kings Mountain had to really spread out, and then they ran the belly, kind of the power play, into that tight end. There just wasn't enough people for Kings Mountain to stop that. So that's a good play call by South Point. 2nd down and 3.
Ball now at the Kings Mountain end of the half of the field. They're 47, and pre-snap penalties come out as, I think.
Yeah, the right slot back stepped forward, and he tried to stop, but by that time when he stepped forward, they already had a man in motion. So you can't have 2 guys moving at the same time unless they both get set, and that was just dead from the beginning. So that 5-yard penalty turns into what was going to be a 2nd down and 3 into a 2nd down and 8. Again, South Point just doesn't look comfortable, do they, Brent?
Yeah. It's 2 steps forward, 1 step back, sometimes 1 forward and 2 back. And this time the option is going to be run, and a nice job there by Blee as he pulled it out of the belly of the fullback. Then he kind of faked the pitch to number 14, Tobin.
And they followed that fullback right up the gut. And so that got the 5 yards that they lost. So it's 3rd down and 3. South Point has the ball on the Kings Mountain 47-yard line, but Kings Mountain is making every yard difficult for South Point.
Yeah.
Good play again.
And fullback gets it, and he's right at the sticks. Now forced backward. Now he goes back forward. So he got a little push there to the Kings Mountain 40. That's going to be a 1st down. CSI Mechanical 1st down.
Once again, they put a tight end. Now, South Point doesn't put a tight end up there very often. And so South Point's saying, okay, what we've been doing, our base offense is not going to work, so we're going to put a tight end here and try to outflank you. And it's worked so far. That's 2 first downs. That equals their first downs in the first quarter and the first downs in the second quarter. So good drive for South Point thus far. 8 minutes to go here in the third quarter. 10-0, Kings Mountain.
Option right, and Blee keeps it. Again, he did a good job of kind of waiting. Didn't make the pitch and fell forward for about 3.
Yeah, he picked up 3 yards, and Brent, could you tell, again, he's being grabbed with a guy from the inside. And so the fella that he's trying to get to the option off of, if he pitches it, that guy's going to go make the tackle for a loss. So, again, great job by Kings Mountain getting penetration.
Second down, 7. And he's going to keep it left, and again, turns it up, and he's running over guys close to the first down. He gets about 6.
And that's going to be 3rd down and 1. Now, that's the first time that when you watch the film, Coach might say you should have gone ahead and pitched that, Patrick, because he got to the man that he was going to be optioning off of, and he might. I couldn't tell exactly what was out there, but that might have been a big play on the pitch. But when you get almost enough for the first down, can't get too upset. 3rd and 1. 7 minutes to go here in the third quarter.
And Medlock gets it. He's got the first down and a couple more. Now he's inside the Kings Mountain 30-yard line.
And once again, they put a tight end in the formation, and they went ahead and ran the belly play into that tight end side. And so they're forcing Kings Mountain to spread out, and they're putting the extra blocker in there as a tight end.
And this is one of those patented South Point drives, 3-3-4-3, 3-5-7, and picking up third down conversions. Medlock gets the carry, gets about 3.
Yep, 3 yards. That time it looked like South Point pretty much ran the fullback give, because what happened that time is instead of leaving that end man unblocked, Brent, they went ahead and blocked that end man. When you do that, you're hoping that the linebacker's going to scrape too wide and there'll be a big hole right up inside. There wasn't. The fullback, the linebacker did a great job, stepped up and made the tackle, but still a 3-yard gain, and South Point can live with a 3-yard gain on every play.
Second down, 7 at the Kings Mountain 25 already midway through third quarter. Medlock gets 2 this time. Can bring up 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5, huge play. Again, South Point has not kicked a field goal this year, and they've got a kicker that has a great leg, and so you wonder if they just hadn't needed to, or if they, because they kind of disdained a chance to kick a field goal back in the first half.
Sure did. 3rd down, 5, Kings Mountain 23-yard line. Got to get to the 18. And he's going to pitch it to McKinney, and he's got a good yardage inside the 20 down near the 15. I think he'll have the first down by about a yard or 2.
Yeah, he's going to be down to the 16-yard line. Once again, you could tell Blee was just a little bit unsure, but he was able to take a quick look and said, okay, I can go ahead and pitch that ball. And when he did, there was lots of room. So 1st and 10. Now, South Point has now held the ball for almost 7 minutes of this third quarter.
Yeah, that was a 7-yard run on 3rd and 5, and I think that's 4 first downs I've got for South Point on this drive.
Now, let's see if they go to the right side again, and they do, and that's the old quarterback power play, and he's going to get all the way down to the 11. Nice 5-yard gain. And so, again, what they're doing now is they're running behind the tight end. And Kings Mountain's going to have to kind of change up something that they're doing. When they get that tight end, they're going to have to make some kind of switch. Or else South Point's happy to pick up 5 yards running behind the tight end. Second and 5.
2nd and 5. Short 5. Got to get to the 6, and they're at the 11.
This is about a good time that they might run that little hot pass.
And there's Medlock off left tackle, and he's down to the 5. That's going to be 1st and goal, Red Raiders.
Again, running behind that tight end. Now the 5th first down on this drive. South Point has more first downs on this drive than they had the entire game. And they have now taken 8 minutes off the clock. They got the ball with that 12 minutes to go, and there's inside 4 minutes to go now, and they're still in the huddle.
This is just South Point football right here.
Of course, Kings Mountain can force a field goal. It's a win for Kings Mountain.
Man in motion is Tobin, and Blee calls his own number. Doesn't get maybe a yard, maybe to the 4.
Yeah, and that was a really good play by Blee to get a yard because that was defensed very well. And I thought he was going to lose 2 yards that time, Brent.
Yeah, and I think actually Jake Lloyd got him from the safety spot. And that's going to be second and goal from the 4. And I couldn't tell if that was a busted play. He turned one way and there was no running back, and then he just turned around and fell forward for the 1 yard he could get. And now hand off to Medlock, who leaps the pile for another yard maybe.
Yeah,
Not
but
much
that, like I
more.
said, there just wasn't anything there. He leaped and he picked up a yard. So it's just inside the 3, so he picked up a yard and a half. We're down to 2:50 left in the third quarter, Brent. 3rd and goal. Again, Kings Mountain if they could force a 4th down, it gets really interesting.
By my count, this is the 17th play of this drive that started on their own 35. And fullback dive right side to the goal line and
touchdown.
Into the end zone goes Medlock. And South Point within 4 at 10-6 on the No Malarkey Mr. Sparky scoreboard. 17 play drive, 65 yards, ends up in a numbers, tax, and bookkeeping 3-yard touchdown run by Cam Medlock. And now
9 minutes and 30 seconds.
And here's Charlie Birtwhistle for the point after. A very important one. Can cut it to a 3-point game. Nearly blocked by Jake Lloyd.
And wide
right. And Kings Mountain maintains a 4-point edge, 10-6 on our No Malarkey Mr. Sparky scoreboard. We'll be back right after this.
Locations to serve you. That's Auto Parts U-Pull and Scrap Metal. Located at 1025 County Home Road in Shelby and now at
2
851.
tackles for loss on that possession, so good job by the Griffin defense, and they'll take back over with 8:02 left to go in the third quarter. And, yeah, the penalty was dead ball, so he said something after the play was over, and that's why they didn't get the automatic first down. So
Thomas Jefferson here with pretty good field position to start this drive.
So they're at their own 42 with 8:02 left. And it's Wingo's in the gun again. And taking his time. Going to take that play clock down. And now he snaps it. Weatherford has it inside. And I tell you what, Weatherford.
He's a gamer. Yeah.
Every play, maybe got a yard on that one, second down.
He runs hard for sure. Like I say, he holds on to the ball too. He's no way they're going to strip that ball out of his hands.
So 2nd down and 9 for Thomas Jefferson. Yeah, Weatherford's been, he's got the ball a lot on offense, but on defense, he's really been all over the place. I think he's fired up. There's been some back and forth, some talking down there on the field. West Lincoln, I think, is ahead of Newton Conover, 21-14. We got some other scores to give you in just a second. As in the gun again is Wingo. He'll roll to his left, looking left. Vincent after him. Vincent's got him. Vincent sacks him. Back at the 31-yard line.
Nice tackle there by Vincent. Wingo tried to get away from him, but it's too much. Too much for the pursuit of Vincent.
And that's the second straight possession where Vincent has got a sack. And that's going to move it back to the 32-yard line. That's an 11-yard loss, and it'll be 3rd down and very long, 25 yards to go. Matt, you want to read those scores?
Yeah, let's see. The West Lincoln, Newton Conover tied up 14. Crest up 47-6. Cherryville 19-0 over Highland Tech.
Okay, so let's go back to live action. 3rd down. In the gun is Wingo. Rolls to the right. He's got time. Running out of time. Vincent after him, but he gets away. Now Jeter after him, and he hit him late. Kahari Haynes hit him late, but no call.
Kahari Haynes.
He laid the lumber to him.
Man, what a hit.
Yeah, no penalty there, but
wow.
Yeah, McGowan helping Wingo up, and it's just he might have been a step out of bounds, but I tell you, he was going 100 miles an hour.
Yeah, that's a tough one there. You definitely
So
2nd and 12. It was a really nice fake, and I thought they had something going, but what a great play by South Point.
Yep, they had seen that one, Jeff, for sure. Now pass out in the flat by Lanier. That's caught. Another tackle by Rumpf, but Lanier gets pretty good yardage. Going to make it about 3rd and 3 now.
Yeah, so he picked up 9 yards on that play. And again, that's just a quick screen. And South Point was blitzing the middle linebacker, and that's just a great play call.
Now
inside a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter, Brent.
Ball at the Kings Mountain 49. I got to get to the 48 of South Point. That's 3rd down 3. Short yardage playbook is wide open here. Coach Lloyd might be calling a timeout because he can't.
Coach Lloyd's trying to get his split end up on the line of scrimmage, and he finally does.
And now handoff, left side. Jeffrey's got the first down. Hard running there, running behind 55. Tristan Spikes for that first down.
And you may say, if they're going to run the ball, why was Coach Lloyd so worried about getting that split end up on the line of scrimmage? Because if he's not on the line of scrimmage, you just got 6 guys up there. And if you got 6 men on the line of scrimmage, that's a 5-yard penalty.
Yeah.
So tiny little things make a big difference. And the thing is, Coach Lloyd couldn't tell for sure whether the official on that side was giving him the fact that was saying he was on the line of scrimmage, but better safe than sorry.
1st and 10 at the South Point 46, and handoff to Jeffries again. This time he's met by number 8, Rumpf, who's having a really good drive here.
And that's the end of the 3rd quarter.
And just like that, this 3rd quarter comes to an end in no time flat. We go to the 4th. 10-6 Mountaineers on our No Malarkey Mr. Sparky scoreboard, and we'll be right back.
Take on your next season. Better have good auto insurance with North Carolina Farm Bureau Auto Insurance.
Late hit.
Miller, I think, maybe picked up enough for the first down.
I think he did. Got the first down, and then we're going to have the penalty tacked on to that. So we'll see where the ball is going to be spotted at about the 6-yard line. So it'll be 1st and goal, Cherryville.
Yeah, Miller picked up about 9 to pick up the first down, and they'll
add the penalty.
And the ball will be at the 6.
You remember Cherryville had it, was it 1st and goal, and
they
had to settle for a field goal earlier tonight.
Did. Right.
Sure did. So we'll see what they do here at 1st and goal at the 6. Leading 19-0.
I'm thinking I'll give it to the big guy, number 34, Shamir Moss.
See if he can plow his way in there.
His right side or left side line, give him some.
There he goes, up the middle, untouched. Touchdown. Wow. That was simple.
Yep.
You called it, Daddy. Yep. Way to go, Daddy.
Shamir Moss with the touchdown. It came from was it the 6-yard line?
6-yard line.
Yep. Okay.
6-yard run by Moss. I'm going to take you to Vegas.
Okay.
Been there and done all that,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, we were there, weren't
That's
we?
right, we were.
You had a flat tire after coming.
Coming back, yeah.
No, that wasn't Vegas. You was coming back from Bartlesville.
From Bartlesville, yep, with the van. Sure did. All right, the extra point attempt coming up. And again, on with the kick will be
Henry Gill.
Henry Gill. Landon Hahn with the hold. Here's a snap, the low snap. Good pickup by Hahn, and the kick is up and good. So, 9:20 to go in the 3rd, 25-0, Cherryville leading on the No Malarkey Mr. Sparky scoreboard. We'll be back right after these messages, right here on the West End Sales broadcast of Ironman football.
Now through October.
Enterprise McDonald scoreboard. It is now RS Central 30 and Patton 14. And the JB, we're going to keep it right here since we came out of a break. How in the world did the field open up for him? And how did he stay inside the playing field when he picked it up at the around the 45-yard line?
I haven't seen Patton with an effective kicking game so far tonight. Maybe their kicker's hurt. I haven't seen them kick the ball deep. I haven't seen them try, extra point attempt yet tonight. When they kick the ball off on the kickoffs, they're doing a little squib kick, maybe like trying to onside kick every time. Well, it shocked our Central.
He's going in there. He's got a man behind the defense. It's caught. Zay Smith, touchdown, Mountaineers. 40-yard pitch and catch. And Zay Smith has a touchdown for Kings Mountain. Gutsy call there, Jeff, but a great pass by Littlejohn.
Absolutely.
And the Mountaineers go up 16-6 on the No Malarkey Mr. Sparky scoreboard. That may be the play of the game right now.
It is so far.
Ellis good with a point after, and Mountaineers lead by 11. We'll take a break. 17-6, Kings Mountain.
Newton 45, the handoff to Winnix, and he'll get about 6 yards, so takes it down inside the 40 to the, well, looks like they'll put it right on the 40.
It's a good drive for the West Lincoln Rebels coming out of the half, up 1.
Yeah, the Newton Conover missed extra point is the difference in this ball game right now.
I bet West Lincoln would like to get one back from last week since that happened to them.
Yes, sir. 2nd and 5 now. Truesdale under center. Handoff goes to Avery. He's hit right at the line of scrimmage and not going to get anything on that carry. That was Ben Watson in on the stop for the Red Devils. First time I've called his name tonight.
Not many times where Mason doesn't get any yards. This was just one of the odd times that he does not. We have a Newton Conover player down on the field.
We do. So we'll take the injury timeout with them on the field. We'll be back in 60 seconds here on LincolnCounty.com.
It's time to take charge with the new Volkswagen ID.4 EV from Classic Volkswagen in Gaston.
3, Eli Lineberger back deep for Thomas Jefferson. Pretty good punt there.
Yeah, ball turns over and hits at the 40 and rolls and keeps rolling inside the 20.
With 10:36 to go, they can't take as much time off the clock with the drive as they did. What'd they do? 9.5-minute drive to open the half.
9.5 minutes only leaves a 1 minute left. So, yeah, again, Kings Mountain has done what they wanted to do to this point, put South Point in a position where they're not terribly comfortable.
Blee and the Red Raiders trail by 11, 10.5 minutes to go. Blee's going to call his own number. Gets a couple.
Yeah, and again, what they did that time is they had the entire South Point world over on the right side. They had a tight end, a flanker, a slot back, and another slot back. And Blee tried to run behind that, and the middle linebacker for Kings Mountain came in and made the tackle. So barely a 2-yard gain.
Brings up 2nd and 8. Clock continues to churn.
Inside 10 minutes to go in the ball game.
Burns leads Thomas Jefferson 35-0. Pass out in the flat. It's complete. Needs some blocking and not much doing. I think that was complete to 11. Cheney.
Cheney is the leading receiver and had a big touchdown last week against the Chargers, but he only gets 1 yard. And again, this is not South Point's ball. I mean, this is not their game. Having to throw it 3rd and 7 with 9:25 left in the ball game. Again, Kings Mountain leads 17-6. South Point in some really dangerous territory.
3rd down, 7. And ball's on the ground. Blee's going to have to eat it right there, Jeff. That's going to bring up 4th and about 8.
Yep. Mishandled the snap, and Blee had to go down and get it. And I really don't know the South Point has a choice but to punt. They got to punt and hope they can get a quick 3 and out. Because, again, 4th and 8 on your own 32, that's just not what you do with South Point.
Absolutely not. See if I can get some scores in between some punt activity.
So Aiden Ramirez back to punt. Snap's going to take place from the 32-yard line. Kick is away, and it's a good kick. It's going to force the receiver back all the way to the 21, and they're going to do a good job coverage, and he's going to be held to an 8-yard gain. So
great punt. Lanier on the return. He's got a couple of catches tonight. Kings Mountain will start at their 31.
That's a 47-yard punt by Ramirez. But most importantly for Kings Mountain, they have the ball, 11-point lead, and only 8:26 left in the ball game.
Burns over Thomas Jefferson, 35-0. Chase, 28. Brevard, 14. Crest, 53-6 over North Gaston. East Gaston, 21-0 over Bessemer City. RS Central leads Patton 30-14. 1st and 10, Kings Mountain. Handoff, Caleb Holland, 35, up to about the 39. Give me a gain of 8.
Yep, nice 8, maybe almost 9. In fact, I think they're going to say 9. And again, Kings Mountain had them outflanked that time. The tight end got a nice hook block on the defensive end. The flanker got a nice seal block on the outside linebacker, and there's just room to run. So 2nd and 1. What a beautiful situation for Kings Mountain. Very impressed with the Mountaineers tonight.
2nd down, short 1. Handoff. Holland again,
Same
easily
play
with the 1st down and out to about the 48-49 yard line. Now some extracurricular activity draws a flag over here on the sidelines. Could go both ways, I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's kind of a position where I couldn't see what happened. But, South Point's got to be getting frustrated right now.
10-yard run by Holland for the 1st down after he goes for 9 on the previous play. Ball at the 50, and we'll see what this flag's all about. Still under discussion here. Dead ball, unsportsmanlike on the Red Raiders.
Got to be a 15-yard penalty.
This will take it all the way to the South Point 35. And an ejection on top of it. So disqualified Red Raider. And Kings Mountain actually, I guess they called him out at the 49. So this penalty takes it to the 36. So Holland gets robbed of a yard in the stat book. Mountaineers at halftime held a yardage advantage of 228 to 122. They lead 17-6. 8:14 to go. Mountaineers driving. Winner of this ball game moves to 7-0 and in the driver's seat of the Big South 3A.
8:14 left. Kings Mountain is down to the South Point 36-yard line, 1st and 10. Touchdown right here that I think puts it out of range. It may already be out of range, Brent.
Yep.
But we've seen before how momentum can shift.
Yeah, right now, South Point's almost got to be thinking force a turnover. But it's 1st and 10 Mountaineers. Ball on the 36 of South Point. Right hash, handoff, Caleb Holland, left side, all the way out. Now he turns it up, and he's inside the 30, down near. Looks like he's forced out of bounds at about the 26. That could be another 1st down.
It is. It's another 1st down.
So give him 10. And now Kings Mountain's picking up big chunks in the run game.
And left or right, they're able to outflank. They're able to get that good reach block on the end man of the line of scrimmage. And you can make a lot of yardage when you do that. South Point has done a great job up front. 8:07 left, and handoff again around the right side, and more room. Jeffrey's all the way down to the 20, so that's another good 6-yard gain.
And the luxury the Mountaineers have of a 2-back system like this is they can keep these guys pretty fresh.
Jeffrey's still down on his knees, and so we're going to have an injury timeout.
All right, we'll take it. 7:51 to go. Kings Mountain 17, South Point 6 on our Numbelarkey Mr. Sparky scoreboard.
6-14 lead, but
just haven't seen him since. Now 3rd and 2. Langhot fakes to Stinson, throws a little screen pass. And he's going to be tackled short of the line to gain. That was Mason Avery on the stop. No gain on the screen pass to Fleming, and it'll be 4th and 2.
updates on some of our scores here. I'll update as soon as we get a minute on some of our local scores.
Big 4th and 3 coming up for this Newton Conover offense. Ball at the West Lincoln 40-yard line. Halfway through this third quarter, the Rebels lead 21-20. Langhot in the shotgun. And looks like we're going to get a timeout, Newton Conover, before this 4th down play. We'll take it with them. We'll be back in 30 seconds here on LincolnCounty.com.
Come see the all-new Bobcat CT1021 and CT1025 compact tractors. Now available at West End Sales in Vail. It's great for maneuvering around the barn, sheds, and landscaping. It's perfect for mowing. Features include 4-wheel drive and a 21 and 25 horsepower diesel engine with hydrostatic transmission. See it today at West End Sales, Highway 18 North in Vail. Online at westendsales.com. See their page at whatsupshopper.com and like them on Facebook too.
All right, folks, coming back out of the Newton Conover timeout. It'll be 4th and 3 for the Red Devils at the West Lincoln 40. Do have one score of note in the conference that might come as a bit of a surprise. East Burke is leading Bunker Hill 20-6.
There are. That's going to be big ramifications in this conference.
Yeah, Bunker Hill yet to lose this season. Still undefeated, 6-0. Big down here, 4th and 3. Langhot takes the shotgun snap, throws a little hook route. It's complete for the first down. That is Ryder Bush Ivanko, the receiver. And he gets up with a little bit of a limp. But not before he picks up the first down, a 7-yard completion on 4th and 3. And the drive stays alive for the Red Devils.
He's gimpy on that leg.
Yeah, he's going to stay out there, though. He's got one-on-one coverage here at the near side. There's a handoff to Stinson. He's going to lose a couple yards. Ben Sane and Xander Harrelson both in on the stop, loss of 2.
Stinson's having a rough night. He's 4 carries with 0 yards. They're stifling Stinson.
Yeah, Stinson and Okoro both not getting any traction in the run game. 2nd and 12. Play action fake and then a little screen pass to Fleming. Tries to make a move, but he's corralled. Only gains a yard, and that's going to bring up 3rd and long. So the Red Devils busted that 90-yard screen pass for the touchdown earlier, but the Rebels have had a better read on it since. Especially with Malik Fleming out there. Not going to let him out of their sight.
No, he's got a couple catches since that, but only 1 yard for the 2 catches he's got since that 90-yarder.
3rd and 11, a little screen pass, but Langhot was under immediate pressure, had to get rid of it, and it falls incomplete. And that's going to bring up 4th and 11. Trying to get the number of who was in on that play. I think that was Patrick Goins who came in there, put the pressure on Langhot, and forced the incompletion. Now 4th and 11 coming up, and the Red Devils going to keep the offense out there. Ball at the West Lincoln 34.
Wow, that's a big gamble here.
Yeah, certainly too long for a field goal. So they're just going to go for it. Langhot drops back, looking to throw. He's going to take a shot to the end zone. 2 receivers back there. And it is caught by Ty Miller. Again, he goes up and gets it.
Is that number 3?
I think it's 1.
Number 1, Ty Miller.
That's the second time they've just thrown a jump ball to him downfield, and he's gone up and made the play this time over 2 defenders. Ty Miller hauls it in the end zone. A 40-yard touchdown pass on 4th and 11. The Red Devils convert to take the lead here late in the third quarter.
That was a big gamble, and he throws one up. Two defenders again. He comes down the ball again.
Yeah, that's just using his athletic ability. And now it looks like Newton Conover might go for two. Langhot on the roll, and he's going to throw it up in the corner of the end zone, but it'll land out of bounds. So the Red Devils trying to make up for that missed extra point earlier. They go for two, but they're unsuccessful. So the lead for Newton Conover
Armstrong
is
in there, the
26
blocking back, and Kendrick goes around the right side into the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers. That's Kendrick from 6 yards out for pay dirt, and with 6:39 to go, Mountaineers rolling now, 24-6, 23-6, pending this point after. I'll tell you, that guy from Simmons is pretty good, Jeff.
Yeah, he had Kings Mountain an 18-point favorite, and a point after touchdown would give them an 18-point lead.
The kick is good.
And Ellis makes the classic Ford of Shelby extra point, and Kings Mountain leads 24-6 on our No Malarkey Mr. Sparky scoreboard. We'll be back after this break.
If you live in a mobile home, or maybe you own a mobile home park, either way, listen up.
Far side. There's a penalty.
Yeah, two flags.
Now, I believe that's going to be against Ironman.
I think so. Probably a procedure call against Cherryville.
Ironman have already 8 penalties called against them, and that'll back them up.
Cherryville have too many men on the field as number 10 came off.
Ooh.
That'd be Hunter Jackson.
That is a 5-yard penalty.
That may be what it was.
That's 65 yards of penalties assessed against the Ironman so far tonight.
Okay.
That clock is they've agreed to run the clock.
Evidently. All right, Miller from the shotgun, and he's going to keep it himself, going to the left side, and I believe he got in.
If he did, that's a 15-yard touchdown. Let's see.
Let's see. No, must have been pushed out of bounds. Maybe the 3 or 4 yard line. 4 yard line, it looks like.
So a
15, 11-yard run.
11-yard scamper by Miller.
Yeah, after the penalty, 5-yard penalty, down to the 4.
Chase Miller now with 9 carries, 61 yards.
Now we got a flag against Cherryville, a holding penalty, so that'll come back.
Wow. Well, that.
So they're going to spot it on about the 17, so it'll be still first and goal from about the 17.
Yeah, I think you're right.
First and goal from the 17 now for Cherryville.
Here's 2nd and 12
Out
coming
in front,
up.
40-0.
Good drive on this series. They got the ball at halftime and unfortunately had to punt, so they're in not pleasant territory.
Yeah, playing catch up now after that Newton Conover touchdown. This game's been back and forth.
Team down to the 10-yard line.
So that's the make a fake, step back, throw a prayer up to your brother, have him make a great catch, and then break a tackle and take it all the way to the 10. So not quite over yet, is it?
No, 53-yard reception. CSI Mechanical first and goal.
Clock's still running, though, 6:08.
Red Raiders. Blee under center. He's going to throw it again. He's going to do a jump pass to the corner of the end zone. Push off. Caught. Touchdown.
Wow. Yeah, I really thought there was a push off. And was that his brother, Blee?
Yeah, it was Blee again. Well, it looked a lot like the previous play where it was a jump ball and contact. The bad thing for the defenders, Blee's about 6'3", 220, according to what I'm looking at, Jeff. What you have the size on Jackson Blee, 35?
6'6", 220.
Yeah, 6'6", 220. That's a big boy to throw to there.
South Point will be going for a 2-point conversion here.
So it took all of 2 plays for the Red Raiders to score in the passing game. Who would have thought that? And now they're going for 2 and believe they had a penalty pre-snap. That's going to back the 2-point try up.
Delay of game.
Delay of game against South Point, 5-yard penalty.
So this 2-point conversion will be from the 8 now. And they line up to go for 2. See right and left. In motion goes McKinney, rolling left, throwing it up to the back of the end zone. Intended for Cheney, but overshot him. 2-point conversion fails. And with 5:53 to go, Kings Mountain leads South Point 24-12 on our No Malarkey Mr. Sparky scoreboard.
You're a fan of HGTV, and you might be looking for some of the products shown on the
4th and 11 around the 40, 35-yard line. Just decided to throw it up to the end zone and let Ty Miller go make a play. Second time he's done that tonight. 2 receptions, 80 yards, and a touchdown for him. Both jump balls that he just went up and took from the defense. First down handoff to Okoro. Gets 2 yards to the 39.
Okoro's, West Lincoln's got his number tonight. He's only got 5 carries, 6 yards, so they held him under wraps.
Yeah, there's no traction in the running game tonight unless it's the quarterback at this point, really.
I'm still questioning where Caden Rowe is. I don't know. He 75 yards in the first drive and then nothing, not even in the game.
Langhot going to tuck and run himself, and he's thrown down to the ground. Probably loses a yard there.
Big third down coming up here, Matt.
Yeah, 3rd and about 9 yards here at the 38. That was J.J. Ponder on the stop there for the Rebels. Got to be wary of the jump ball to Miller here.
Yeah. Dial that play up again.
Yeah, it's been their most effective offense so far. Langhot in the shotgun. 3 receivers to his right, and there's a flag right before the snap. Guessing a false start. That is the call. So 3rd and 9 turns into 3rd and 14 now for the Red Devils.
Well, they got 40 twice out of a heave into the air, so
Yeah.
14's nothing for them.
And both of those plays, Langhot was under tremendous pressure, just kind of tossed it up, and his receiver bailing him out.
Reminds me of the Jake DeLone days in the Carolina Panthers when he just threw it up to Steve Smith.
Go get it.
And he comes down with it.
We'll see what they got here on 3rd and 14. Langhot in the shotgun, drops back, looking to throw. Looking to his right, he is throwing for Miller, and this time it's broken up. Gideon Allen able to high point the ball and knock it down.
Nice play by, was it Gideon Allen?
Yeah, Gideon Allen.
Nice play, gets his hands on it. Didn't give him a chance to catch that one. He was in position.
Yeah,
that would have been a first down.
Yeah, if the quarterback had been able to put a little bit more on it and get it to him a little faster, he had him open, but the ball hung up a little bit, and that gave Allen some time to come over from his safety position and make a play on the ball. And that forces a Newton Conover punt. Winix muffs it, but it bounces right back into his hands. He's running backwards now, and he'll be brought down at the West Lincoln 22.
It was almost a dangerous play. It would give the ball back to Newton deep in their territory. That would have been a really bad thing for West Lincoln.
Yeah, he was very fortunate. The initial attempt to field the punt went through his hands, but it bounced right back up into his gut.
Yeah, it bounced right back to him, and he tried to make a play, turned around, and he kind of lost a couple yards, but they're fortunate to have the ball.
Yep. Rebels have it 1st and 10 at their own 23. A minute 26 left here in this 3rd quarter. West Lincoln leading 28-26. And a 78-yard run by Mason Avery, who's on the doorstep of the single-game rushing record for West Lincoln. And here he has it up the middle, and he's still going. Put his hand down to keep his balance, and he's going to pick up 20 yards there, and that'll do it. That is the all-time single-game rushing record in West Lincoln history. Congratulations to Mason Avery, up to 298.
24 carries, 298 on our unofficial stats. But he has broke the record, even if it's unofficial on our couple yards here and there.
We're not 20 yards off. The previous record was 279 yards. That stood for almost 40 years. That record set in 1986 has been broken tonight by Mason Avery. Congratulations. Just an incredible performance. Avery now owns 2 of the 4 all-time rushing games in West Lincoln history. He went for 269 against Bandy's earlier this year. And now here he is knocking on the door 300, and got to think he might go way over that.
It's a very good possibility. We've still got, that's fixing to be the end of the third quarter. We got a whole quarter of the game to play, and it's a very good game here in West Lincoln.
Yeah, tight ball game. He's not going anywhere. He's going to get a few more touches. 2nd and 8 here for the Rebels at their own 45. This handoff goes to Winix. He gets 2, maybe 3.
This time they got Armstrong in as a blocker, and pass is complete to Sanders. He's going to run after the catch for the first down. He's inside the 20, 15, 10, down to the 5. What blocking that play had.
Yeah, and that was, again, that little quick screen out to the right, and they blocked that so well. And I tell you what, Brent, I really think that's gonna take care of it right there.
Another big play. That's really 2 backbreakers. Both of them 40-yard passes. One was a touchdown to Smith. That one 40-yarder down to the 5 to Sanders, and it's 1st and goal.
Yeah, and you know when I was talking about, you run the ball, because the thing is you don't want to stop the clock. But that pass only traveled about 9 yards in the air, and the guy's wide open, and so that's a really nice play.
Got a Mountaineer down, maybe a cramp situation. We'll take a quick timeout. 24-12, 4:26 to go. Back after this.
In this area are Doctors Jeff Mooney and Ron
with just over 9 minutes to go in our game.
So what do you do if you are a Central defensive right here? You sell out, put everybody in the box. They have not attempted too many passes tonight. You know you need to stop either Trevor Smith or you need to stop Brandon Clark. What do you do?
You got to remember on Patton's side, they need less than a yard. I mean, while we see they're that close to the end zone, if I'm RS Central, I'm more concerned. Patton just wants to get the first down to begin with.
With RS Central, cannot jump off sides right here.
Yeah, don't give it to them the easy way.
I think that's why you saw RS Central take that timeout.
Even if Smith or whoever doesn't go outside, they just want to go straight ahead. And there you go. They worked on it and apparently got RS Central to jump off sides. That is the Boston penalty flag. Now it's going to be 1st and goal.
And I'm surprised they just took a timeout. They had to talk about that on the sidelines. The one thing you cannot do is give them an easy first down by jumping off sides. Is exactly what they did. Now our center's got to make a strong stop here.
The 5-yard penalty will place this ball inside the 5-yard line.
What is the confusion about?
You have the officials having a chat. This is it's a little late in our game for this kind of stuff to be going on, right?
I thought it was a clear outside call, but maybe they're going to wave the flag off. I don't really know what's going on.
They either need to wave it off or count off the yardage. Okay, now we're getting the call again. We've seen it 2 times. We do know that this enables a first down for Patton. So it'll be at the 4-yard line, 1st and goal at the 4.
Coach Greg Paul is not happy on that RS Central sideline, and he should not be.
They're going to go back to their big man at quarterback, and he now will take the snap of the ball and run it in on the far side, going to his right, and apparently just shy of getting across the goal line.
Huge play. He did not get in because the clock continues to run. Every second now is important for the Toppers as they try to put this game away. You know you'll see Patton going for 2 after this.
Oh, yeah.
The Toppers need to be ready for that.
it will be down to 10 points on just the touchdown if they get that there.
And I think that stop might be just as big as stopping them from getting a touchdown right here.
Now 1st and goal with the 2. Clark takes the snap. He'll hand it off, as a matter of fact. They'll go right up the middle, and it's a rushing play that gets them into the end zone, and then we've got a late penalty flag.
Yeah. Looks like RS Central's going to be happy with this call. I see some of the players clapping, so let's see if
don't know if that had something to do with some tempers flaring or what happened at the end of that play right after the touchdown by Patton.
Personal foul call.
No wonder the players for RS were clapping. Patton needed it. If you're going to find a way to come back, you've got to keep your cool.
Yeah, that's a big penalty. I think they can take it right here on the extra point attempt, which I think that's probably what they'll do. I think it was after the touchdown call.
And I think we actually had a different back in the end zone that time. I think that was Aaron Duncan, the halfback, not Smith, who it's been so often tonight, number 22. And so what happened here, JB, is that this wipes away the touchdown, doesn't it? No, wait a minute. Okay, they are going to give them the touchdown.
But that's a huge call because now it's 36-26. We knew they were going for 2 points. I mean, that's a huge call against Patton. Our Central needs to take advantage of it, make a stop right here, and they still continue with a two-score lead.
So after the penalty, it backs them up to they're going to be snapping the ball at the 14-yard line. So that's a little different from being,
hugely different. I mean,
yeah.
Patton cannot be happy with that.
They need these 2 points, and let's see what Clark's going to do. He takes the snap. He's looking to want to go to the air. He's going to go far corner of the end zone, and it looks like it might have been picked off or at least knocked away by RS Central. A great coverage. 2-point conversion, no good. The touchdown was good. 8 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, and now on the Stanton Enterprise McDonald scoreboard, it's RS 36, Patton 26. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Hiring for all positions. Now is the time for you to go to work. And experience is value. Just apply at either location in Shelby.
And hand off, no signal yet. Now we get it.
I think they handed it off to the fullback, first man through.
And that was big 15, A.J. Richardson, and he is a load. Third different Mountaineer to score a rushing touchdown tonight, following Caleb Holland and Robert Kendrick. Now A.J. Richardson in on the action. Hold by Brown, kick by Ellis. And the Classic Ford of Shelby PAT is good. Kings Mountain leads 31-12 on a No Malarkey Mr. Sparky scoreboard. We'll be right back.
Check out our pathways in the field of health.
All right, welcome back to the postgame. We're your Russian Red Zone channel. Kevin Hastings and Dennis Davis. We're going to stay here for the rest of the games. Everybody's pulling away. It looks like no more close games. That West Lincoln game.
We'll say the
we're going to listen to them for just a minute and see what goes on there, and then we're going to give you the scores here in just a minute and end up the Red Zone channel about 9:45. So we'll give you another minute of West Lincoln and Newton Conover here until they get it settled.
Yeah, he did. I don't think he got back to the line of scrimmage. We'll get the call from the official. It is a holding penalty on the Rebels. So that'll back them up 10 yards.
Put them second and long real quick, man.
Backing them up towards midfield. Put the ball at the Newton Conover 45-yard line. So we've got second and 22 coming up here.
I heard it from the crowd. They're not happy with that call.
Not too many penalties in this one tonight. Pretty clean game on both sides. Second and very long. Winix goes in motion. Truesdale looking to pass. He's hit as he throws it, and that was dangerous. A couple Red Devils in the area, but the pass falls incomplete. And now 3rd and 22 coming up.
Yeah, he was hit as he threw it, you said, Matt, and that ball was up for grabs. Fortunately for West Lincoln, no Newton defenders was close enough to get their hands on it, but they were in the area.
Yeah, Jace Harrison Young was probably the closest to it. Fortunately for West Lincoln, his momentum was taking him in the opposite direction. He couldn't stop and get back quick enough. So now 3rd and 22 at the Newton Conover 45. Truesdale in the shotgun. Fakes right, going deep. He's got a man one-on-one and just unable to bring it in. I believe he was looking for Nathan Rye down that far sideline.
11 for West Lincoln, number 11. So
Yeah.
you are right, it is Nathan Ryan.
He had him one-on-one. Looked like he had to step on his man, just couldn't adjust to the ball and bring it in. So 4th and 22, the Rebels are going to have to punt it back to Newton Conover.
Very good throw. Just a little bit overthrew him. Would have been a big first down and almost a touchdown if he got his hands on that.
West Lincoln running a player onto the field late.
It looks like Rye coming back in.
And they just get the snap off before the play clock expires. Looks to be a pretty good kick. It's muffed, and West Lincoln has the ball. There is a flag down on the field, however. We'll see what the penalty call is. Miller, who's made so many plays tonight, the 2 big catches, he tried to field that punt on the run, and it just bounced off his hands. And I believe Evan Hartso was there to fall on it for the Rebels, but again, we'll see what the penalty is. As they block in the back on Newton Conover, so the fumble will stand and the Rebels will take over at Newton Conover's 23-yard line. What a turn of events. Huge momentum swing here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, the Rebels going to get to keep the ball in their territory on the 23-yard line. If they can punch this in, they're going to have a 2-score lead, Matt.
Yep, get to keep grinding on that clock, too. We're down to 8 minutes left to play here in the ball game.
This is set right up for them.
Truesdale going to pitch it to Avery. Stiff arm. Gets him out across the 20. Picks up about 4 yards to the 19-yard line.
Puts him at 30 carries for 320.
Whew. He's trying to set that mark way out there where 40 years from now we're still talking about him like we were Clay Leatherman.
He is looking really tired in the backfield down there. He's got his head down. He's not even looking up to play at this moment.
Yeah, no, he's trying to get as many breaths in as he can before the snap. 2nd and 6. It goes back to Avery up the middle. He's got a lane. There's a stiff arm. He's inside the 5. Touchdown. Mason Avery, 19 yards for the score. And West Lincoln can make it a 2-score ball game with the extra point here. 3rd touchdown of the night for Mason Avery. That's a Gates Auction of Lincolnton touchdown for the Rebels. So Sellers comes on for the whatsupshopper.com point after. It's a big one. Snap is down, the kick is up, and it is good. The West Lincoln lead is 9 points, 35-26 on the First Federal Savings Bank scoreboard. 7:16 left to play in the ball game. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
It's time to take charge with the new
All right, folks, now let's go through our highlights, Dennis, what we got so far here to end up here on the we'll go to the post-game show here in a few minutes. We're going to go through these as quickly as we can.
All right.
Folks watching at home, we'll get this set up for you here in just a second. Our post-game show usually starts around 10. It looks like some of the games are going a little late. Hopefully we'll be getting there somewhere around there. All right, this is going to start it off. Let's see if I hit the buttons right. Yeah, so this is Patton. Turn that up. In RS Central, Hilltoppers going up 7-6. Here, this is Patton scoring though. to cut it 6-7. What, did we have an earlier score already? I guess we did. Hilltoppers up 7-6 here. Pushing it in. Nice little run there, Dennis.
Yeah. That was a pretty big boy there for him.
Yeah.
And
all right, this is Bedford City struggling to get East Gas tonight. Thought they might have a chance to upset the Warriors tonight. They've been scoring so many points, and just not what they had in mind tonight. It's 42-0 right now. That's 8-0 there on the first play. This is Hilltoppers scoring to go up 13-6 on Patton on the handoff right side. As RS Central bounces it out. You see some pink socks on some of these folks. It is Breast Cancer Awareness Month here.
Yeah, they're not sissies.
And the teams like to wear those a lot. Watch this hard run here. Number 11 for Cherville Dennis. Just running through like 4 people here.
I don't believe he could make that angry run.
Get off me! Get off me! Ain't nobody want him or Mason Avery tonight, I don't believe.
Yeah.
Is East Gaston going up again? Kind of far off view for us on that one. Cherville going up 16-0. Another nice little strong run here by the Ironman. You'll see a couple of strong runs here, breaking some tackles tonight. Highland Tech struggling, bringing them down. East Gaston with a touchdown here left side. I thought Bessemer would give up 40 or 50 tonight, but I thought we'd score 20 or 30, Dennis, and just nothing tonight. Pick 6 here. Tipped pass over the middle, and East Gaston going the other way. That made it 28-0. And another 9-yard pass here made it 35-0. The lefty quarterback, remember, he's a pretty good quarterback. Just because they lost the running back last year don't mean they have options. Up the middle. Talk about nobody wanting to get near somebody, Dennis. What about 34 right there? He just ran through a crater.
Wow.
A crater.
He must have had COVID or something. Nobody wanted to get near him.
Big boy, big boy, big boy. All right, here, let's get the score to start off over at Kings Mountain. This one made it 10-0. Mountaineers. Number 3 for Kings Mountain put it in the end zone. Then, of course, South Point, fullback up the middle, probably Medlock. Yep,
Yeah.
Number 7.
I believe it was. This is what I thought South Point had to do if they were going to win this game, was to control the ball. They had like a 9-minute scoring drive at the beginning of the third quarter.
And that's the thing. Well, if you got a defense that can keep South Point in check, Dennis, and you have an offense that can put some points on the board, that's their kryptonite.
Yeah.
Good defense and a high-scoring offense. Hilltoppers going up 30-14 on the Patton Panthers. That was in the third quarter. Ironman makes it 33-0 on this little pass. Nice little play. Come back and cut towards the middle for the Ironman. 33-0 on that one. 36-20. This play made it for Patton Panthers. Another big run, Dennis. We got some hit sticks from the running backs tonight. Oh, get off me. These TVs too small. Too small, Dennis. Where was we at? We just had an update on somebody. I think it was this one, yeah. All right, then this made it 40-0. Number 7, it says number 75 steals the ball. So let's go back to where he's at. He's the defensive end here on the end of the line, folks. So let's see if I don't know if y'all can see my mouth there or not, but he's the defensive end on the end of the line. Breaks through, ball bounced on the ground, fumble, and 75 punches it in for the touchdown. We'll get these names for the kids and everybody. Coach Pruitt will call in tomorrow. 46-yard run from East Gaston made it 42-0. Cherville now 47-0 on the quarterback keeper this time for Cherville, number 11. He's the one that ran through those players earlier. This made it 24-6. Kings Mountain over South Point. Into the corner there for the Mountaineers, number 0 on that run. Hilltoppers or Patton cuts the score 26-36 with 8 minutes left to go in the game up there. This is Kings Mountain after a long pass going up 31-12 on South Point. Up the middle, punch it in. Final at Bessemer City, 49-0. We'll get that updated on the scoreboard here in just a few minutes. Cherville is a final, 47-0. And then East Gaston, said 49-0 there. All right, Dennis, we're going to play it away for the folks at home. We'll see you in a few minutes on the postgame show, about 10:05, probably about 10:05, folks. We'll be back in a few minutes, KTCBroadcasting.com.
man, I only do